Wong Yibo once said something in an interview that still breaks UNIQ's hearts in 2026. Almost 5 years have passed, yet one short interview continues to haunt, comfort, and emotionally wreck UNIQ fans all over the world. Time has moved forward, careers have evolved, and achievements have multiplied. But this one moment remains frozen, etched deeply into the hearts of those who watched it. We're talking about Wong Yibo's appearance on Rouge She/Enter the Role in early January 2021. An interview barely 5 minutes long, yet powerful enough to leave emotional scars that still haven't healed. Even now, in 2026, clips from this interview resurface again and again across social media timelines. TikTok edits, Twitter threads, late-night reposts with captions like, "Why does this still hurt?" Or, "I wasn't ready to feel this again." Millions of views later, the reactions remain unchanged. Tears streaming, hearts pounding, that familiar scream echoing through fandom spaces. Why, Yibo?
Why?
But why does this interview refuse to fade away? Why does it still feel so raw, so personal, so dangerously emotional? Because this wasn't the Wong Yibo the world thought it knew. This wasn't the untouchable icon, not the cool, distant figure standing effortlessly above the crowd. Not the silent king of the stage who lets his skills speak louder than words. Not the composed superstar polished by success. This was Wong Yibo with his guard down. No script, no performance, no carefully constructed image. Just honesty, quiet, restrained, and devastatingly sincere. At the time, Wong Yibo was promoting Legend of Fae, portraying Xie Yun, a character known for his mysterious aura and emotional depth. Fans were already captivated by his acting, the subtle expressions, the controlled intensity, the way he conveyed pain without long monologues. But what truly shocked everyone wasn't Xie Yun.
It was Yibo himself.
As the interview unfolded, it became painfully clear this wasn't just promotional talk. This wasn't a standard media appearance filled with safe answers. This was reflection. This was vulnerability. This was a young man standing at the peak of success, yet speaking as if he were still quietly walking his own path, alone, grounded, and deeply introspective. From the very first answer, UNIQ fans knew one thing for certain. This interview wasn't safe. This interview was going to hurt. The first emotional blow came from a seemingly harmless question. How do you look back on your achievements in 2020? Let's pause here, because 2020 wasn't just a good year for Wong Yibo. It was explosive. Global recognition from viral performances, professional-level motorcycle racing, high-stakes dance battles, luxury brand ambassadorships. By any industry standard, it was a year that defined superstardom. Most people, when asked about such a year, would smile. They would list awards. They would acknowledge milestones. They would sound proud. But Wong Yibo didn't. Instead, he answered calmly, almost dismissively, "I don't like looking back. What's the point? To feel like I'm amazing? No." And then came the line that broke countless hearts. "I don't think I'm very great. What I'm doing now is simply what I want to do." No bragging. No self-congratulation. No awareness of how iconic those words would become. In that moment, the fandom collectively froze. How could someone the world praises as a genius, an all-rounder, a once-in-a-generation talent, stand there and genuinely believe he wasn't great? Social media erupted instantly. Fans across continents typed through tears. "Yibo, please see yourself the way we see you. This is what real confidence looks like." He's not humble for show. He truly believes this. And what made it hurt even more was the sincerity. There was no forced modesty. No rehearsed humility. Just a man focused on the present, refusing to live off past glory, refusing to define himself by applause. For many fans, especially those struggling with self-worth, pressure, and impossible expectations, this moment hit deeply. It wasn't just inspiring. It was confronting. Because if someone like Wong Yibo still walks forward without looking back, how hard must he be pushing himself every single day? And that was only the beginning. Then came what fans still call the most dangerous question. Do you have any regrets in life? Wong Yibo didn't answer right away. He paused. His gaze drifted. The silence stretched. And in that silence, everything changed. Then, quietly, he said just one word. Yes. No explanation. No clarification. No follow-up. Just that single word. Heavy, unresolved, heartbreakingly real. For UNIQ fans, it felt like a punch to the chest. His expression wasn't dramatic. There were no tears. And somehow, that made it even more painful. The restraint. The unspoken weight behind his eyes. Speculation flooded the fandom instantly. Was it regret about time lost with family? About youth spent working nonstop? About sacrifices we'll never fully understand? The clip became infamous. Fans warned each other before sharing it. Watch at your own risk. Because once you noticed his expression, you couldn't unsee it. Once you felt that pause, you carried it with you. To this day, many fans admit that this single word, yes, changed how they viewed Wong Yibo forever. Not as an untouchable star, but as a human being carrying things he chose not to explain. And maybe that's why it hurts so much. Because sometimes, what isn't said speaks the loudest. Just when the emotional tension felt almost unbearable, the interview took a sudden turn, one that reminded fans why Wong Yibo is so dangerously charming. When asked about the most memorable scene in Legend of Faye, he answered without hesitation. Tu Yunjong. Iconic. Powerful. Visually unforgettable. But then came the unexpected, laughter-inducing moment. While talking about Xie Yun, Wong Yibo casually said, "In real life, I probably wouldn't be good friends with him because he talks too much." The fandom lost it, and before anyone could recover, he added, almost shyly, "Playing Xie Yun actually brought out my talkative side too." Global meltdown. Wong Yibo talkative? Where did this come from? Our quiet king has a hidden mode? It was funny. It was adorable. And it was revealing. Behind the cool exterior, behind the calm silence, there is a playful side Wong Yibo rarely shows. And when he does, it feels like a gift. The interview also touched on his dedication to acting. He spoke about fully immersing himself in roles, about emotional scenes that drained him completely, including filming intense moments on his own birthday. Stories from set later confirmed what fans already believed. Directors moved to tears. Crews deeply affected. Scenes that lingered long after filming ended. That's when fans began saying it louder than ever. Wong Yibo is not just an idol. He is an actor who gives everything. Now, in 2026, Wong Yibo stands higher than ever. International dance victories. Viral OSTs. Major film projects. A global influence that continues to expand beyond borders. And yet, this 5-minute interview from 2021 still holds unmatched power because it captured something timeless. Not success, not fame, but sincerity. For UNIQ fans around the world, this interview isn't just nostalgia. It's a reminder of why they stayed, why they believed, why they continue to support Wong Yibo, not just as a star, but as a person. If you've never watched the full interview, or if you're brave enough to relive it, find a version with English subtitles. Watch closely. Listen carefully.